Is this thing on? Hi guys, welcome to All About Love. I have tried to fucking sit here and record this thing literally 3 times. Like, I'm not joking you, this is the third take. And at this point, I'm about to just put everything together because I don't know what I like and don't like. I either don't like the lighting, I don't like my double chin, I don't like the bags under my eyes, I don't like what I'm wearing, I don't like my hair. Like, we're really struggling. We really are. And I don't know what the fuck it is, but I just like can't get in like the vibes that I need to film this podcast. But this is the third and final take. And we might not even use this one. I don't really fucking know. But I know that I'm tired of trying. So this is the final take. And if this is the one you see, hi, welcome. So the sunglasses are on because I was like, I need to get like in my groove, you know? These are my club glasses. And usually I'm blackout when I'm wearing these, but fuck it, you know, I'm not blackout, I'm stone cold sober, but we're gonna wear them because I'm giving up. I got my good old sweatshirt that I'm always wearing, and I was like, we're gonna get in the fucking zone. So here we are. We're actually in my spot that I normally like film my TikToks in, and I'm feeling a little more at home, to be honest with you. If you're new here, my name's Allie DeVore. I'm nothing special, to be honest. I say I film my TikToks. I literally don't even have 1,000 followers yet. Like, I can't even like go live with another person. Um, but you know, it's all vibes. It's all vibes. So yeah, welcome. I've been wanting to make a solo podcast. I actually have one with my best friend Jaden already called Your Secrets Aren't Safe, but I was just like, I kind of want my own solo one because I don't want like my dating and shit show life to like be fully like in there because that's not what like we wanted. That wasn't the goal in the first place. So it's just better just to have my whole like love life, and what's better than all about love, you know? So I'm bringing you guys along with me, but we're still doing our podcast, of course. And she also has her own called It's Not That Serious. I just listened to her second episode today and she did so fucking good. She's so real. She talks like being a mom, things like that. I'm so proud of her and like how much she's grown since I've known her. So anyway, if you want to go watch her, please do, because we both have our own solo shows now, and then also we have ours still. So anyway, what's all about love? So I keep saying all Al. I don't fucking know what I want to say. It's supposed to be Al about love, but it's kind of just like hard to say. You know what I mean? But I'm Allie. Al. It's my nickname. And so I wanted to do Al about love, you know, with the pun. If you know me, you know that I fucking love love. I literally have a more tattooed on my back. But I am like a fucking hopeless romantic. Actually, when I was in 5th grade, I literally started this thing called Alley Cat Single No More. Well, I didn't really start it. I just wanted to. And I wanted to like pair people up who were single and like, you know, do a matchmaking service. And that's when I was in 5th grade. So I've been this way my entire life. It's not even me being boy crazy. I just like fucking love love. Like to love and to be loved, you know? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm very much into the dating scene right now and like that part of my life. I'm 24 and it's just getting crazy around here. And so I've been dating around. I live in Nashville, and that dating scene is literally wild, and you know if you live here. Along with that, I've also started hello, sir. Along with that, I've also started doing Love in a Bar, which I started doing last year. And I basically just like interview people at the bar about love and like ask them like crazy questions. And it's been really fun. And that's not going away. It's just hard to continue doing that and like finding people to do that with. You know what I mean? Especially like when you get too drunk like me and you can't handle your alcohol. So I'm still doing it, but I think I want to make it like a spin off of like All About Love, and like, you know, this one I want to be like set up with interviews and things like that, and then Love in a Bar, I just fucking ask random ask people questions. So I just want it to be like a spin off of that. I don't do it very often anymore because again, I just get too drunk and I just can't do it, you know. I don't want to be like slurring my words on social media. So, and then as I said, I like want to interview people. I actually interviewed my little brother last weekend when I was home. He did so fucking good. I'm actually so like proud of him and shocked at how like well and in tune he is with his feelings. Like holy shit. I wish I was like that at 16. But he does talk about how he like really learned from all my mistakes. So I'm really glad I could be an example for him. But it was really fun getting to interview people, and like I love being in Nashville because I have met so many fucking amazing people here, and like having access to them and like being friends with them, like I want to interview them, you know what I mean? So I'm really excited to finally be able to do that and get in all the details about their love life and their crazy stories, because I don't want to just always tell mine, you know, like mine get old. So let's tell some more. Let's spill some more tea because I love it. And I love giving like unsolicited advice, I love being like, that's crazy. If you tell me a story, like my facial reactions, love. They're genuine. I'm just like fucking shocked usually and like baffled. And also like when I say all about love, I mean like love in a lot of ways. Like your friendships, relationships, platonic, self-love especially. I went through a really hard time like 2 years ago and I really like grew a lot and just went through a fucking lot. And so I want to talk about like that journey and like my growing journey and things like that because when I moved to Nashville, my entire life changed. Um, I moved to Nashville because basically I had dated everyone in my hometown and there was literally no one left. That was good anyway, you know? No, I'm just kidding. Well, kind of. I'm kind of kidding, but if you know, you know. I just wasn't for me anymore and I was just like going through a lot and I was like, fuck this. I'm moving away. So I ran to Nashville and here we are. And I want to just like talk about like the Nashville life and things like that. Like the life that I live here is nothing compared to the life back at home. It's actually crazy. Time flies here. Like for example, a day here is like fucking 3 days back at home. Like or wait, did I say that right? I don't really know, but time flies. Like I feel like time at home drags. Like I was home for an entire 4 days and it felt like an entire week. And I was like, I'm ready to get back to Tennessee. But yeah, so that's pretty much what's going on. I'm glad I finally figured out what the fuck I want All About Love to be. If you follow me on social media, I did like a poll, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, figuring out my username and I couldn't make up my mind. I'm a Gemini, so it makes sense. And I'm glad I finally figured it out. I'm really excited to start this and bring you guys along with me because life is fucking crazy. And speaking of crazy, I'm going to tell you some stories about like what's going on in my life because I love keeping you guys up to date. And like I do want to keep you guys up to date. On my TikToks, I feel like they're not very up to date. The things that I talk about fucking happened like weeks, months, years ago, like literal years. And so I feel like on here I want to be like more current and things like that, which will probably get me in trouble because, well, some of the TikToks do. And I'm like, dude, that happened fucking forever ago. Like, calm the fuck down. So I'm excited to like really just dive into this shit in here, Because you have to like really dig in a podcast. Whereas like on TikTok, you just scroll 1 or 2 videos and you fucking find it and you're in trouble. So I really like the element of surprise, I'm excited. But anyways, let's give you a little update on what's been going on in my life because shit's kind of crazy. Actually, it's been kind of calm this past week, but like a few weeks ago, it was crazy. So let me just start with a little story from Bumble. But I'm going to give you a backstory first, of course. So last year, when I first moved here, I was going through a very bad situationship breakup. I mean, he was fine. I was not fine, of course, because that's how it literally works. And basically, I had downloaded Bumble and Hinge and I was like swiping, I matched with this guy named Doug. And yes, I'm name dropping because, well, Doug sucks. So I matched with Doug and we end up deciding to meet up. And this is my first stranger ever. Like when you're from a small town, you know people, you know of people. And so like being on Tinder and Hinge back at home is nothing like it is here. You always know them. Like somehow you just fucking know them. So you feel a little safer. Well, in cities like this, that's just not the case. You truly just don't know anybody. And so anyway, this is my first stranger fucking ever. And what do? I go to his apartment because I'm a dumb bitch. I mean, I was safe. Like nothing bad happened, obviously. I'm here to tell the tale. But that was stupid. That was the first red flag on my part. So I get to Doug's apartment and he like hugs me, I'm pretty sure. And like we lay down and we start watching Netflix. We start watching like the Murdaugh fucking trials. This is back then. And I'm not even kidding you. Like 2 minutes into it, he's already like trying to touch me and shit. And I'm like, God, mind you, I'm going through a breakup, probably like a month or two at this point past the breakup. So I'm just like not really like ready yet. But I'm like, I need to just get over it because the guy I'm heartbroken over is doing this shit. So fuck it, I am too. And so Doug and I, let's just say Doug was the only one that got lucky. I'm so sorry to anyone who's fucking listening that loves me. I'm really sorry. Anyway, so whatever. We like lay back on the couch and we literally don't touch the entire time. Like we watch like an episode or two, I think maybe 2 episodes, and we're not touching. Like it's fucking awkward. I feel weird and like we're both like really into the Netflix show though, so I mean that was a plus, but yeah. The show ends and he's like, "I'm going to go to bed." And I was like, "Well, I don't know if that's like my cue to leave or not." And to be honest, like I feel uncomfy and like just fucking weird because like we have not talked since that happened. I was like, yeah, my parking's about to expire. Like honestly, like I need to go myself. And so he like gives me a hug. He's like, "Drive home safe." And I'm like, okay. And so I like get in my car and like he texts me like when I get home. But also at the same time, I'm like disappointed because I'm like, You know when, like, a man promises to do things and he doesn't fucking do them? Yeah, that's pretty much what happened, and I was like, "Wow, I kind of got used." And, well, I find out that I really got used because this man fucking ghosted me. Yes, you heard that right. Doug ghosted me. I didn't hear a word from him after that night. Like, I got home, told him I was home. That was it. Never heard from him again. So 2 other days later, I, like, text him, and I'm like, "Hey, what's that podcast you were talking about?" Because he told me about a podcast. And his excuse for me to just talk to him. And he sends it to me fucking, like, a day later. Like, does not give a fuck about me. And I'm like, oof, that hurts. Because, again, in a small town, shit like that just, like, doesn't really happen. Like, you run into them, like, you know their friends and their family. It's just, like, it doesn't happen. It's never happened to me anyway. And so, anyway, I was like, damn, okay. So, fast forward, like, 2 weeks later, he Snapchats me. And I'm so fucking ecstatic. I will literally put a picture on here from Claire. Claire took a picture of me, like, freaking the fuck out whenever Doug texted me. And so, anyway, Doug asks for something, and what do? The dumb bitch that I am, I deliver, of course. And the man ghosts me again right after I send what he needs. Let's just take a moment of silence for a second, please. Like, how fucking dumb am I? Honestly, I'm fucking naive, especially at this point. I literally, to this day, have not heard from the man since then. Literally since then. And let me tell you, your girl was spiraling. I was fucking spiraling. I was like, oh my god, like, this happened again. I'm fucking pissed. This is also, like, my first true ghost, literally, ever. And I'm like, holy fucking shit. So, fast forward to, I don't know, a month later, he deletes me off social media. And I was upset because I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was posting for you, babe. And, like, you don't appreciate it. Anyway, to present day, to, I don't know. It was like last week or the week before. I'm scrolling on Bumble. And guess who I fucking see on Bumble? Doug. So what do? Obviously, I fucking like him because I want to see if he's like me. And as soon as I fucking swipe, what happens? I get a match. And I'm like, oh my god, this is fate. Doug's back. He's literally back. I have some, like, weird obsession with this, like, Doug guy. I don't know why. It's like an inside joke of my friends and I will drive past the apartment and be like, fuck you, Doug. Like, yeah. Anyway, I was like, oh my god, Doug came back for me. Like, and so I message him. And the smartass that I am, I say, long time no see. And in my head, I'm like, he's either obsessed with me and he's gonna love me again. The man never fucking loved me, obviously. Or he's gonna unmatch me. And I keep checking my Bumble. I've never been so in tune with my Bumble before. And so he doesn't say anything. I check it at work the next day, nothing. I get home from work that day. What happened? Doug unmatched me. Doug fucking unmatched me. Like, what the fuck did I do to him? Like, I didn't I didn't bite him or anything. Like, I don't understand. I really just don't understand. So anyway, he's a loser. So he's missing out, honestly. But honestly, am I missing out? No. So I don't know. That's what happened with that. So good luck and get a riddance and goodbye, Doug. So that's what's been going on in my Bumble life. I've been wanting to, like, go on dates and things like that, but I just have this, like, really hard time with, like, dating. I fucking hate dating, and I love the idea of, like, just meeting someone, like, organically. And so the thought of, like, meeting someone on, like, a dating app and just, like, scheduling a time for, like, a date gives me, like, a lot of anxiety, and I just fucking can't do it. Like, I've tried, and I literally can't. Like, I hate going on, like, a blind date, basically. Like, I hate it. Like, lets me out in the wild and fall in love that way, you know? There's just something about those Tennessee boys, like, I don't know what that is. Like, they're just, like, really not doing it for me. They're really, really not. You know why? Because not only did Doug do me wrong, but also this guy that I've been talking to for, I don't know, a month or two, he's been doing me wrong too. Okay, it's, like, a little dramatic. He's not. Like, we're friends. But basically, he was, like, chasing after me, and I was, like, playing games, and then, well, he started playing games, and then it became a cat and mouse game. Except that Allie's over that now. Like, I'm so over it. I'm so, like, I'm done. I'm over it. Great guy. Not so much boyfriend material, though. And it's fine. It's fine. I will survive, clearly. I actually, like, saw him last night at the bar, and he, like, dropped this, like, bomb on me, and then he fucking was like, okay, well, I gotta go, bye. And I was like, oh, okay, bye. Like, good to see you. Like, men are just so fucking weird, I swear. They're, like, the weirdest fucking creatures. And, well, I told you I'm really in the dating scene, obviously. So I have a lot of stories, so don't judge me. And the people back at home probably will, but it's fine. So let's talk about home real quick. So I went home this weekend, and I ran into this guy that I had been talking to for a very long time. I'm talking, like, Thanksgiving to the end of March, which is a long time. I wouldn't even call it, like, a situationship. It's more like a distanship, if you will. I don't fucking know what it's called. Are we gonna make that a thing? Distanship? I don't fucking know. Distance ship? Maybe? I don't I don't know. But that's what it was. Basically, him and I started talking when I came home for Thanksgiving, and we ended up talking all throughout March. Like, we saw each other quite a few times, like planned a trip. We went on an entire trip together. Whatever. We like go on our trip, and I felt kind of like weird. I felt like he was like hot or cold. Like, I couldn't really tell like if he like I couldn't tell if he like really liked me or not. I don't know. It was weird. Ask Jaden. It was fucking weird. So we're like coming home, and during that time I really wanted to like ask him like what the fuck we were doing, because well, I didn't want to put all my eggs in one basket anymore. Like, I was like, if we're doing this, like, let's work on it, but if we're not, like, I need to know so like I can get the fuck back out there. The streets miss me. No, I'm just kidding, they don't. I'm more of a sidewalker anyway. And so anyway, so I asked him and I'm like, hey, like, what's going on, like, after he had left? And he hasn't replied for like ever. And he finally tells me, and he's just like, I'm not ready for a relationship, blah blah blah. And you know, we know how that fucking goes, guys. Like, oh, you mean with me? You don't want a relationship with me. Got it. We can be pen pals, and you can like take up all my time for the past 5 months, and we can go on trips, but you don't want to date me. Got it. Cool. And that's been abundantly fucking clear, because after that conversation, he made out with another girl at the bar like 3 days later. So that obviously hurt my feelings. We like stopped talking, and then we started talking again for like 2 or 3 weeks. I like go home for graduation weekend, and I see him and like stay the night with him, and we keep talking. It's like things are back to normal, and then I find out that he went home with another girl the next week. Which, like, looking at it now, that shit's like so gross to me, because I used to be that person back in the day. And so it really sucks seeing someone that you care about do that. Like, you're literally like fucking up, and like karma will bite you in the ass. And like I'm not even like talking about like me, but like the shitty things that I did to other people have caught up to me. Like, if I'm gonna be fucking honest with you, like, I've been a fucking real shitbag. And so seeing other people do that, it like just makes me sad, because it's like, what are you doing, dude? Like, literally, what are you doing? Like, this is not even you. And like, I'm not saying that he owed me anything, because he didn't. I'm not even like upset about that. It just sucks seeing someone go through things that I used to go through, and like, I don't know. It's a whole thing. It's a whole ordeal. And I'm sure him and his friends are listening to this right now, or watching, and like, hi, like, welcome to the pod. Thank you for being a listener. I'm really over the situation. I'm not even mad, to be honest with you. It is what it is. But the reason I'm giving that whole backstory is because this is what happened this weekend. I walk into my local Mexican restaurant, and who's the first fucking person that I see when I get into town? The same man. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like heading in the back to like go out the door, and we have to pass him, unfortunately. And when I tell you, this man was smiling, so fucking big. I don't know that I've ever seen him smile bigger, to be honest with you. So he waves, and I wave back, and I'm like, hi, how are you? And I just kind of keep walking, because I'm gonna act unbothered. I am unbothered, clearly. Clearly, as I'm talking about this on the podcast, obviously. And so as I'm like walking, like going out the door, I can literally see him in the corner of my eye, just like fucking like smiling and watching me, and like turning his entire head to like watch me walk out the door. Like, and it honestly like rubbed me the wrong way, because it's like, why are you sitting here in fucking awe of me, or so it seems? But like, you're doing what you're doing, babe. Like, I don't know. This is gonna sound like very conceited, but like, I am truly an opportunity of a fucking lifetime. Like, I think I'm the shit. Like, yes, I'm a little crazy and like whatever, but like, I'm funny. I have a good family. I'm smart. Like, I just, whatever. It's fine. I don't know, but whatever. To each their own, because someday someone will enjoy it. So that's what happened. And like, literally, I walk out, and I'm like, fuck, I need a tequila shot. I'm shaking, because I'm just like so anxious. I don't end up taking the tequila shot, but I do get a vodka Coke, so that helped. I ended up just like not going out that whole weekend, because I was just like, I don't want to like run into him and like be upset. So we're just gonna stay back. So I did, and it was honestly really nice and a wholesome weekend. I will say though, on my way home, I did a little detour to go see Jaden, and I might have gotten drunk a little bit. Me and Jaden got a little lit, and we were in the parking lot. Her sister is driving. Don't come at me. We're in the parking lot with her and Andrew and her sister, and I may have sent a video of like Andrew and Jaden, and then this place where we all ate out at breakfast, like with the guy. I like panned it, and like zoomed in on the restaurant, and I put like Alan Jackson, like remember when. And I don't care who the fuck you are, that shit's funny, okay? And it wasn't like an I miss you Snapchat. It was just like I'm just fucking around because I'm an asshole. And the man did not respond. So he's clearly occupado, which, I'm happy for the man, truly. Yeah, happy for him. But it's fine because I might be occupado myself, honestly. I feel like I should have had my braid on this side this whole time. I probably look like a fucking dweeb. Anyway, yes, you heard it here first. Um, I I don't know how to say this, but I might have rekindled an old flame on accident. Accident, maybe. I don't really know. But basically, it was my birthday 2 weeks ago, and my ex-boyfriend, he like drunk texts me all the time. And so he drunk texted me like that Sunday after my birthday. And I was like, whoa, are we gonna ignore the fact that you didn't tell me happy birthday? Because I was butthurt about it, to be honest with you. He was like, let me FaceTime you. And so I FaceTimed him, like, tell me happy birthday, obviously. Love. And we ended up talking, and then we kept talking, and I was like, oh, I'm like coming home this weekend, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, things might have been rekindled, and well, here we are. I'm still talking to him, and I have no words, honestly. I'm kind of shocked myself. If you know me, you know how shocking this is, and well, I'm fucking shocked. And he might be coming this week to see me. Well, not this week, but next week. Your week. Like this week in real time, like right now, when you're watching this. When this thing comes out. And I'm a little too stunned to speak, to be honest. It's kind of like surreal in a way. It's kind of weird whenever it's like something you've wanted for so fucking long, and then like you just kind of like stop wanting it, you know what I mean? Like I've dated other people since then, obviously, and like things like that. Like it's been literal years. And I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm not getting my hopes up because what if he hasn't changed, you know? I am giving him another chance though. He doesn't know that unless he watches this. But I haven't told him to give me another chance because I don't want him to like be a little angel and it be an act, you know? Like I want to make sure that he has really changed and who he is now isn't what he was back then. So we're going to do a little test run on him, and like hopefully if he comes to Nashville for 4th of July, like I don't know, you'll fall in love again. Like fuck, I wouldn't be mad. We've been talking for a solid week, and I've already started planning our wedding and picking out our kids' names and picturing my first name with his last. So, but we're not getting too ahead of ourselves. We're getting too excited, clearly. However, I know how this fucking goes every time. So, while it's a great idea, will it actually happen? I don't fucking know, guys. I really don't. So we're gonna see. I don't really know. I'm here for it if it ends up happening. Like, I think it'd be kind of badass. Like, I've already been like saving captions for like relaunches. Well, I don't really know what happened. I was editing my video and I have no more sound, so I guess my mic died. But I'm gonna get on here really quick and just end this whole thing. Thank you guys for listening and watching. It's kind of surreal being on this and like seeing myself on this camera, because back in the day when I was 19, I used to do YouTube videos, and I'm honestly really proud of them. They're actually pretty cute, but like who I was back then is not who I am now. Because I was like married and shit. Yes, I have been married before. I got married at 19, divorced at 20. I will try not to make that my personality, but like no promises, because it's kind of hard, you know? So shout out to the ex-husband for buying me this camera back then. One day when I make money from this, I promise I'll pay off all my student loans that you co-signed on. Thank you guys again for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I guess we will talk about it again soon.